Welcome, phenomenal Bills fans. Are y'all ready to talk a little Josh Allen today? A little Josh Allen injury today? Well, we got good news, guys. Good news. So take a sigh of relief. Take 3 sighs of relief right there and hold it there once you feel a lot better. And then kind of like get a little tense, like, okay, what's the next step going on to go from here? So right now, where we're at, we avoided the major catastrophic injury of it being a UCL tear and him needing surgery. That's not needed. We also avoided another mid-grade injury of it being a slight tear or something that was going to keep him week to week. Don't have that either. What we have is a sprain, and to quote Ian Rappaport said, it's a UCL sprain with a tiny tear, which is basically what the sprain is. And so McDermott said he's going to be day to day. And of all the news I was following, the videos I was watching, they said if you were looking for early indications on how bad it is, if the coach McDermott says it's week to week, then that's bad. If he says it's day to day, then that's good. So we got the good news that we were hoping for. I have an article here. This is from NFL.com, and the title of it is Bills coach Sean McDermott says, we'll see if quarterback Josh Allen plays Sunday versus the Vikings. This is just a quick article. Bills head coach Sean McDermott told reporters Wednesday that the quarterback is considered day to day during the week, but he declined to elaborate further. Quote, he's day to day, McDermott said. The next question is going to be, will he play? Question mark. We'll see. Allen will not practice Wednesday, McDermott said, and the coach ended the discussion regarding his quarterback there. I'm not going into the medical report, McDermott said. Not going to answer any more questions about Josh. Allen himself has expressed confidence to teammates he'll be able to play Sunday versus Minnesota, NFL Network insider Mike Garofalo reported. But that's far from guaranteed at this point. You guys know Josh, right? McDermott said rhetorically. He's as competitive as there is. He loves to play the game, and we'll see where it goes. If Allen isn't able to go on Sunday, veteran backup Casey Keenum is available to replace him. But when we're going into, if you ask me, like, if this was up to Coach McDermott, I say that he'd be like, nah, Josh, you're going to be sitting on Sunday. We want to keep you healthy. It's just one game. It's an NFC opponent. So we want you for the rest of the season, and we want you for the playoffs and the motherfucking Super Bowl. If you ask Josh Allen, if it's up to Josh Allen, he's playing. The dude will be in there for sure. Right now, I was talking to a friend about it. I'm 50-50 on whether he's going to be playing on Sunday or not. I kind of think that he is going to. I think that he is going to play. I'm going to have a more definitive answer and feel better about that answer right there in a few days from now. But what I can see is a few factors that made me make that come to that conclusion. The first factor is the very next play after that injury, Josh threw a 70-yard bomb, 69.8 yards, the largest pass that's been thrown in the NFL in the last 6 years. That's a good sign. The next sign that built confidence in my prediction as of right now is Allen's own quote immediately after the game. He said, there's some slight pain, uh, but we'll get through it. There's some slight pain, but we'll get through it. That builds a lot of confidence because when Allen got this injury, his rookie season, he was actually worried about it. You could tell he had butterflies in his stomach about that injury because it was worse and he had to miss 4 games because of it. He's not reacting like that this time. And I think that just by the way he's been reacting and the way he was able to throw that bomb, and their medical reports that have come out saying it's a sprain with a tiny little tear, and knowing that this UCL injury is different for football players. You're a baseball player and you get this injury, it can injure season and maybe even sometimes your career. But for a football player, they throw the ball differently and they grip the ball differently. And those are the reasons why this is not as big of a deal for football players. I mean, and also there are braces. There's an elbow brace. Josh was at practice today, and he had on a sleeve. They couldn't, not necessarily a brace, but an elbow sleeve. And so I think if and when we see Josh Allen playing on Sunday, it's going to be elbow brace Josh Allen, and he's more than likely going to be the same damn guy. Hopefully, we'll throw shorter passes. We'll get um, our new running back into the mix. We'll start them in, throwing it to the flat more, maybe some shorter passes, get Dawson Knox more into the mix, and we don't rely on those bombs. And anyways, we needed to get back to the eating yards away, piece by piece by piece by piece, being more patient with our games. Lately, it's just been all or nothing. Bombs for a Stephon Diggs 50-yard touchdown or nothing. And I think that we're best if we have a mix somewhere in the middle, because if we can't run, let's use our passing game as our running game, and this will be a perfect excuse to make and force that to happen. Hopefully, we'll see these passes will be going to Hines. He's a dynamic threat, and I think that this will be a perfect situation to force feed the ball to our running back just like him. One thing I think about the game, though, like if Josh Allen is not going to be 100%, then other players have to step up. Like the defense needs to step up. Right now, the defense, we're really good. We're like number one, number two. Who knows where we are right now on this day in the NFL? But with Josh Allen out hurt like this, and even if he doesn't isn't able to play, they need to be more aggressive. They need to be the Josh Allens on the defense. The defense needs to be the damn Josh Allen. If he's not 100%, they need to take control of the game, not just keeping the other team low scoring, but let's be creative, let's be dynamic, and let's be aggressive with our defensive package, with our defensive game plan, and throw in some blitz packages. Become a dangerous defense instead of just a great defense. And now, we have the Vikings coming up next, and we'll see if Casey Keenum is going to be playing against them or not. He has 11 years experience in the league. He's played with Stephon Diggs. They had the Minnesota Miracle where they had the bomb to Stephon Diggs and barely beat another team in the last play of the game. So we have a great backup quarterbacks. I think that if we have Casey Keenum in there as a backup, I think that we can win. I watched the Vikings play on NFL Rewind. I go back and watch all their games because we're playing them. They're 7-1. I'm like, how the hell are they 7-1? But I can promise you this: we can beat them with Casey Keenum. Casey Keenum is he's supposedly one of the best backups in the NFL. And if you add that to you combine that with our defense, who can hold the opposing team from scoring, keeping their scores low. And then Casey Keenum has started with other teams that were complete crap. He's going to be starting on a team that has good offensive weapons, so it should make him a better quarterback and elevate his game and our offense. Sometimes you'll see a backup quarterback come in and they just light it up. And so we could be, I mean, that could happen. But even if it doesn't happen, I think that we can score enough points because to beat the Vikings, because the Vikings offense, I don't know what it is, but they never really are on sync. I mean, Kirk Cousins, he's not a threat. Like they barely beat the Washington Commanders last week, and actually the Commanders should have won that. We're not going up against a Mahomes. We're going up against a solid team who has played really easy schedule all season, and every single one of their wins has been within 7 points. And the reason why they've been within 7 points is because I feel like from what I noticed is they're very disciplined with the ball. They don't have a lot of turnovers, and they do get turnovers. I think they're the number 8th team in getting turnovers. So they use that. Once they get a turnover, they go down and they put points on the board. They're not efficient at all in the game until they get an interception or a fumble, and then they use that momentum to score. And that's one of the ways I noticed Minnesota winning. And so, they're going up against an elite Buffalo Bills team, defense and offense. I'm looking for Josh Allen to be starting because our boy wants to go out and put on a show versus another 7-1 team. We'll see how that goes. And even if he doesn't, we got Casey Keenum, who's a great backup. So I think that we're in a really, really, really good spot. We got the best news possible for Josh Allen. We have a damn serviceable backup, and we got a great health staff who's really on top of our players' health and keeping them, on the field and shortening their recovery time. So we got the best in the business, guys. All righty, it was good giving you this update. My name's Brandon Meister. This is the Phenomenal Bills. If you like the Buffalo Bills and you want more updates like this and you want to just talk Buffalo Bills, go ahead and leave a comment. Give it a like if you and let me know your thought on whether Josh Allen's going to be starting or not. And subscribe, just go up there and push that simple click on the subscribe button. And we will be in touch, y'all. Go Bills.